Good morning, Oregon. Man, I am so excited to be back here again today. Just 2 days ago, I stood in the shadow of the McMurdo for its christening and launch, for its long journey to Antarctica. We blessed the vessel as it prepared to set off through stormy seas, and we honored these guys. The people, the craftsmen who delivered excellence and precision through sweat and hard work. The launch of a vessel and the launch of a movement have much in common. Both require vision and perseverance. Not just to begin, but to finish the work. And so what is our work? Why are we gathered here today? We are going to make Oregon #1 for the best place in the nation to raise a family, start your business, grow your business, and get a world-class education. That means cut taxes. It means rush permitting, grow our economy, get our parks and sidewalks back. Help people get sober and stay clean. More cops and fewer needles in our neighborhoods. Raise test scores and respect families. Lower costs, cut red tape, work together. We will face uncertain seas, there is no doubt about that, but we will work through the storm. We have important, good work to do, and it must be done, and no one can begin it but us. And so today we begin. With confidence in the boundless future of our state, the character of our people, and our ability to build and achieve absolutely anything we set out to accomplish together, I announce my candidacy for governor of the great state of Oregon. Every launch must begin with courage, and every great journey begins with a step forward. And today we begin ours. It feels like Oregon can't seem to catch its footing, can't seem to find its way out of the storms. Families are working harder but still falling behind. Too many Oregonians are wondering whether opportunity will ever come back around again. But that's why we're here today, because with our help, it will. There is a future for our families. There is a future for our state that is brighter and better than our present, and certainly brighter and better than anything from our past. Because Oregonians don't stop when things get hard. We work through the rain. We steady ourselves. We keep showing up. We keep working. We keep building. And that is why we're here today. Not to run for a party to lose. We're here to run for Oregonians to win. I was born in Klamath Falls. It's a place of cold mornings and long winters and people who work with their hands and their whole hearts. To me, that's what it means to be an Oregonian. You stand up, you roll up your sleeves, and you start working to build something better together. We don't stand back and complain, we contribute. We don't endlessly protest, we pioneer. We work, plan, dream, sacrifice, and serve. As a kid, my family knew struggle. We spent Saturdays at yard sales because the 3 of us needed school clothes. We ate pancakes 3 meals a day because that's what we had left. We moved when the rent went up. Like so many families, we had instability and uncertainty. Like so many families, we went without. We didn't have much, but we did have faith, which I'm incredibly grateful for. We had family, and we had community that showed up when times got tough. In those years, Southern Oregon needed timber, and we had plenty of it. until we didn't. They closed us down and they never looked back. Sitting under the lilac bushes at my grandma's house, listening to my dad and all my uncles talk, there was one thing I heard really clearly, and it was that the politicians didn't care. They didn't stand up for us. No one protested when my dad lost his job. The government didn't come to the rescue when our food stamps ran out. We worked hard. We found a way. We kept going. We never gave up. Those are the values that shaped me. Those are the values that I will bring to my work as your governor for the state of Oregon. Y'all, struggle is a part of life, and hard work is healthy. You don't have to fight with people, you can fight for people. You give what you can because some gave all. You pray and you pledge. You love and you forgive. Those values should guide all of our state and all of us moving forward, and it will certainly drive me every single day that I serve as your governor. I'm a proud Oregonian. This is my home. I am from this place. And like you, I have chosen to stay through wins and losses. I've stayed and I've worked, and I have decided not to give up. I have decided to keep fighting for the future. I reached across the aisle when I could. I stood my ground when I had to. Because it is not about parties, it is not about partisanship. It's about you. It's about your families. Your livelihoods matter. You deserve a governor who knows that. You deserve a governor who will stand up for you and fight for your family's future. Somewhere along the way, Oregon's leaders have lost those values. They have started governing for headlines, not results. They have been managing news cycles, not their public agencies. They have been focused on Pennsylvania Avenue, not Main Street. Our governor may be in charge, but her state is out of control. This place we love is so incredible and so beautiful. Mountains, trees, our rivers, our ocean, abundant natural resources. So we have to stop and ask ourselves, why, despite all of this, are people leaving, our families leaving, our businesses choosing to leave? And they're leaving for states like Ohio, no less. Like, they're certainly not moving there for the beaches. There's only one reason someone would choose to pick up and leave this incredible place. And the reason is because the policies are better in other states. They let families thrive in other states. They let businesses grow in other states. They want an economy that is just thriving and growing. Do we want that here in Oregon? Our policies don't indicate that we do. Our policies crush our hopes and dreams instead of letting Oregonians absolutely pursue their best and brightest future. Here's the thing. We couldn't compete in the past, but we will compete now. Oregon families, we know, a lot of the families here today, are working longer hours and getting less in return. New payroll taxes, higher gas taxes. We are in the top 10% for the highest income taxes and food prices in the nation. The average household is paying thousands more each year just to stay afloat, not even to get ahead. You feel it every day. It is becoming tougher and tougher to afford life here. The number of hours that a person has to work to afford a modest home in Oregon has almost doubled, if you can afford it at all. If you are here today and dreaming of home ownership and saving money for your down payment, but the dream of stability and investment in your own future feels further and further away, change is coming. We can do it. We can cut the red tape. We can expedite building permits. We can get government out of the way. Lower taxes and fees so that you can achieve your own hopes and dreams. I'm a mom, and my kids are young adults now. They are making their way in the world. They're finding work. They're going to school. They're paying bills. They're trying to save. They are at the start of their own journeys. And I want them to have a chance to live and work here in the Oregon that I love, that I know they love. I want them to have opportunities for a great, incredible life here. I want them to feel safe walking the streets. I want to see my grandkids grow up here. I want no less for you and your families. The chance for you to chart your own course, dream big dreams, and achieve the future that you work so hard for every single day. And that's my job as your governor, to serve your needs, to stand with you, to push back against the bureaucrats and the politicians and fight for your future, to listen to your concerns and to act, to hear your hopes and dreams and to make them my own. For too long, government has managed misery instead of ending it. Our small businesses, the welders, builders, farmers, and shop owners who keep Oregon running are being buried under taxes and regulations and red tape every single day. Oregon is the beaver state, but these days it feels a lot more like the nanny state. It's so bad that it feels like you have to get a permit to get a permit. Our streets, once full of promise, now tell a story of pain, addiction, homelessness, and fear. Our leaders see this as a statistic, but these people are not numbers. They're people. They're brothers and sisters, their sons, their daughters. The highest number of homeless children in the United States live on Oregon's streets. Let that sink in. They are vulnerable, exploited, abused, left to fend for themselves. It has got to change. We cannot live this way any longer. You guys, I have a friend who has suffered tragedy after tragedy. His story is far too common. Addiction controlled his brother Daniel's life. Though he fought for his sobriety, his brother did, and he did everything he could to support his brother, to keep him safe and help him stay sober. Addiction is a cruel master, and like so many others, his brother fell prey one last time. The pills were laced with fentanyl. His drug dealer was held on manslaughter charges, and he walks free on Oregon streets today. This evil must end. Whether it is a tragic overdose or a slow death on a sidewalk, we must hold drug dealers accountable for the lives that they are taking in plain sight every single day in our state. For too long, programs designed to reduce harm have too often stolen hope, stolen lives, contributed to the tragedy. For too long, our state has abandoned accountability to advance an agenda. For too long, aimlessness has replaced ambition for the common good. We have abandoned basic human decency, leaving us without vision and without hope. That ends now. This place where we're standing today, Gunderson, is bustling with work. It is energized by challenges. It is driven to deliver solid, strong, beautiful structures, vessels. The experience and strength in this room can build anything. The beams above us have witnessed decades of progress. The cement beneath our feet has seen generations come and go, all with the same resounding commitment to work that matters. My vision for Oregon through the dark days of the past is a brighter future and a better tomorrow. We can have work that matters again. We can have schools that succeed in teaching students to learn. We can have safe streets and lower taxes. Oregon can be a place to achieve your hopes and dreams, where it is possible to afford a home, to start and grow your business, to set high expectations for our schools. We can clean out tent cities. We can end drug markets. We can hold dealers accountable. We can help people get clean and stay sober. We can protect farmland, lower costs, and cut taxes. And we must build homes that Oregonians themselves can afford to live in forever. We need long-term housing for people that are saving money today to find their American dream. But it will take us working together. We can jumpstart our economy and get working again. We can stop the anxiety that we feel, and we can bridge the divide. We have been aimless and idle too long. It's time to move forward together with compassion as our compass and accountability as our true anchor. We can steer Oregon through this storm, but it's going to take leadership, and we're going to have to work together. We're going to have vision. We're going to have to be willing to commit the long hours, do the hard work, and trust that working together we can solve these problems, and we will deliver a better future for all. We're here today, but it's not the speeches that you need from me. It's a real sense that the solutions are possible. It's not the slogans, it's actual safety on our streets. It's not promises, it's measurable results that I am accountable to you to achieve. It's a chance for us all to swing for the fences and turn this place around. That is what I'm offering you today as we begin this run for governor of the state of Oregon. I am running to be accountable to you. For those that work on this floor, for the nurse pulling a double shift, for the teacher paying for supplies out of your pocket, for the young couple trying to buy your first home, for the farmer that works in acres and not hours. This race is not about me. I am committing to you today. Every single day I serve will be about you and the future that you want for yourselves, your businesses, and your families. Oregonians themselves are built for the weight of responsibility, for striving for greatness, for navigating rough seas. We weld, we hammer, and friends, we don't give up hope. For these few minutes together, the machines have been quiet, but the spirit in this space, the will to build, to restore, to believe, reminds us our future is not out there somewhere else. It is right here. It is in our hands. It is within our hearts. It is out of our homes and our hard work that we still hold the power to achieve any future we can dream of together. This is our time to rise. This is our time to rebuild. This is our time to deliver real results. So my fellow Oregonians, we do not have a minute to spare. Let's get to work.